There are no shortcuts to getting highly coveted press coverage for your brand, only smart cuts like the DIY PR project. Learn how to grow your brand's credibility with PR on a budget with me by your side. This program is your all-in-one membership with expert training, customizable templates, and a supportive community to cheer you on every step of the way. Join us and start growing your business with free publicity today. Sign up now at diy-pr.com. Number one mistake that brands I see make when it comes to free publicity is not fully leveraging that publicity. Because here's the thing. As I mentioned, landing a feature is really only half the battle, and it's typically not the finish line. If you don't know how to leverage media coverage, then you're honestly leaving money and opportunity on the table. And nobody wants to do that, right? So it's time to stop throwing spaghetti at the wall and start implementing a strategy that will help your business grow faster with media coverage. And so today, I'm going to walk through why free publicity matters for your business and how to leverage free publicity to help boost your bottom line in your business. Okay. So those are the two main topics that we're going to cover today in this very bite-sized seminar. So let's talk about why free publicity matters. It doesn't take much time on social media, driving down the street, going through your mail to understand that our world is completely flooded with ads, constant sales messages from different businesses that need something more powerful than paid promotion alone to build genuine connections with their audience. When you think about something like reach, right? Like I'm paying for eyeballs, visibility with advertising. Reach is literally like reaching out and touching someone. It's not connecting with them. That's really where PR comes in, is that we want to connect with people, not just reach them. And free publicity, unlike paid media coverage, is something that can deliver really powerful results for your business, but it can also help your business be seen, be respected, and ultimately be trusted through the endorsement of third-party voices. And unlike ads, which can feel very transactional, I mean, ads are meant to be transactional, free publicity is much more authentic. I love the way that business expert and shark Barbara Corcoran describes this. This is a quote from her where she says, "When the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal quotes you as an expert, it's far more powerful and convincing than you paying for a full page ad that's like $80,000 trumpeting you as the expert." So when others talk about your brand, it really does help reinforce authority. It helps create trust, and it sets you apart from your competition in a way that resonates deeply with potential customers. In fact, 68% of consumers say they trust earned media mentions more than branded content or advertising. Trust is so important when you are building a brand. If you have a consumer's trust, it makes selling so much easier. So let's pause for a moment. So think about kind of like your own habits. When's the last time you flipped through a magazine, saw an ad, and immediately ran to the store and bought something? Or you're scrolling on social media, and you see an advertisement on social media, right? It's probably not common that you went straight from ad to purchase if you were initially unfamiliar with the brand. Even at Factor PR, when I get prospective clients that reach out to us, what they often tell me is like, "Oh, I saw you on Google or someone referred me to you. And then I went and looked at your content I went through your content, liked what I saw, aligned with what I learned about you, and then I reached out to you, right? So there's usually a step in between, and that step is something related to building trust between consumer as well as brand too. So at its core, right, free publicity builds one of the most valuable assets for any business, and that is trust. So when prospective clients or customers see your brand in reputable media outlets, they're not just seeing like another product or service. What they're actually witnessing is a genuine recommendation. And in today's world where consumers are way more savvy and discerning than ever, third-party validation can really make or break a buying decision, especially if you have competitors. And I bet my life that you've got some competitors too. So trust turns curiosity into loyalty, and ultimately loyalty converts into sales, right? So here's the truth, though, that I mentioned at the beginning. Getting that media coverage is half the battle. It's typically not the finish line. What media coverage affords us is an opportunity. It is a door that opens for our business. So where most businesses kind of get things wrong is that once they've landed a press feature, their work is done. They're like, great, I got this press feature, woohoo, maybe a quick boost in sales, things along those lines for a limited amount of time. They celebrate, share it on Instagram, TikTok once or twice, and then they move on. And that is one of the biggest mistakes that we can make, right? We're not getting enough juice out of the squeeze. So think of media coverage kind of like earning a college degree. So a college degree, you work really hard to get it, which is great. And it's certainly helps build credibility, but the degree itself is not going to make you wealthy, right? It's what you do with that degree. It's what doors open as a result of having that degree. So you have to apply that knowledge, network strategically, and seek out opportunities with that college degree that can ultimately help you build wealth, right? Media coverage works really, really similarly. It's a powerful tool, but you have to use it. So, some common mistakes that I see with brands when it comes to leveraging their PR wins is, like I said, posting it once, the one and done post. They share the coverage and they never mention it again. Your audience is busy. They may have even missed it the first time. So what a missed opportunity, right? They also don't integrate that media coverage. So failing to incorporate it into sales materials, website copy, email marketing, right? Like think about PR, specifically press coverage as content and look at it through that lens and think about all of the ways that we're missing out in leveraging that content. And then missing opportunities by not leveraging that content. Again, as I mentioned, press coverage can help open doors. So by not using your press coverage to attract partnerships, to secure speaking gigs, to pitch additional national media outlets can be a huge miss. So I want us to start thinking about press coverage as like a little seed. So if you plant it and you walk away, nothing will grow. But if you nurture it, you repurpose it, replant it, share it, amplify it, you'll see that it really can become a tree that bears fruit for years. All right. So what should we do instead? If you're in this program, you've gotten some press coverage, congratulations. We love, love, love to see it. I have seen firsthand how our clients have leveraged press coverage to boost their bottom line. Coddington Design, an interior design firm based in San Francisco, client of ours that we secured multiple press hits in the first month together in Forbes, Architectural Digest, The Spruce, House Beautiful, and leveraging that press coverage on their social media channels helped attract 2 new high ticket client leads within a 3-month time period. That might not seem like a lot, but when your ideal clientele own $10 million homes, right? You can see how valuable that press coverage has then therefore become when it comes to not just reputation elevation for this client, but lead generation for this client as well too. So Leveraging your social coverage on social media is just one fantastic way that you can help boost your bottom line with the support of free publicity. So, sharing snippets on social media from various press clippings is great. Turning it into a reel, breaking down what you've shared in that press clipping over, maybe a series on your social media to really get that full juice out of the squeeze from that press coverage. I also love advising our clients to leverage press coverage in their online advertising too. So I always love seeing when brands have like as seen in their advertising. And we've even heard with our ad partners that it really does help with conversions as well too. Because the thing about cold advertising or cold outreach, right? What we don't have in many cases is trust, right? Ads don't really build trust that much, right? Because anybody can buy an ad, but not anybody can get a third party endorsement, awards, press coverage, and so forth too. So when they see an ad, which is designed not to necessarily earn trust, but to, book calls, sales, things along those lines, when you marry trust with a transactional moment, advertisements, especially online, tend to perform a lot better too. So leverage those press clippings to reach your audiences through advertising, earn their trust, and convert that trust into transactions. Next, of course, adding the press to your website. I know this seems so obvious, but I had a client that won 3 Good Housekeeping awards, and there was barely any mention of it on their website. Now, licensing and all of that aside, right? There could be blog posts about this. There could be a mention on the shopping page, on the home page, on their Instagram. Nothing that was immediately evident. So, right, when you get a huge press win, make sure that you're adding it to your website, putting those logos on the front page to help build instant credibility is so valuable too. Love to see also press coverage repurposed in your email newsletter marketing as well. So highlight your features in newsletters, automated welcome sequences. Those again, especially for newer customers or newer clientele, can not just help retain them, but really help out of the gate dazzle them as well too. How many times have we like bought something and immediately hit the unsubscribe button when we start getting the influx of emails? You're always building trust with people even after the sale. So let the press coverage help you do that as well too. Another really fantastic way of leveraging press coverage to ultimately help boost your bottom line is incorporating it into any sales conversation. So putting it into a pitch deck when you're talking with potential clients or investors or retailers, things along those lines. You can also put together a fantastic media kit if you're in the DIY PR project. There's a really great template for that. And there's a page in that template where you can insert press logos and link to different press clips in that media kit to help again build more credibility and momentum for future media outreach as well too. You can use that media kit to also get you paid speaking gigs, right? Things along those lines as well. So these are just a few of the ways that you can leverage media coverage. And I want us to start thinking about how coverage in the media, press mentions, roundups, all of these incredible accomplishments don't have to end with the coverage itself. Media coverage is so much more than a fleeting moment of fame, right? It is a bridge builder to helping develop a really solid reputation for your business and building trust with your clients and customers as well too. So it's a tool that we want to be able to use, and it tells the world you're credible, you're trustworthy, and heck, you are worth paying attention to and even investing in as well. So if you are wondering if there are additional ways in addition to the ways that I've already shared with you today, as far as how to leverage media coverage and turn it into business growth, I have you covered. So there is a fantastic guide that I just created called From Trust to Transaction, the ultimate guide to leveraging free publicity to boost your business. And it's packed with actionable strategies to help you maximize your press wins. So head over into your dashboard if you are a DIY PR project member to download it. If you're not, you can download it at factorpr.com/book. And we've got up to 10 ways that you can start leveraging media coverage to help boost your bottom line. Some really great case studies in there as well, too. Some of our clients that have made over $250,000 leveraging one piece of press coverage. So take a look at that. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. And I look forward to seeing you make your hard-earned media coverage not go to waste, but leverage it, amplify it, and ultimately watch your business grow. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode deposited some useful advice and insights to help you grow your wealth. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future conversations. You can find more resources, episode details, and updates at growyourwealthpodcast.com. And let's keep the conversation going on Instagram. Follow me at Grow Your Wealth Podcast. I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions, or takeaway from today's show. Until next time, remember, burnout is optional. Take care, and I'll see you next week.